Welcome to Financial Clinic, your ultimate guide to achieving financial success. Proudly sponsored by NCBA Bank. Join Sally Limo as she expertly shares invaluable tips and insights designed to empower you in reaching both your personal, business, and financial goals with NCBA Bank. Your journey to a brighter financial future starts here.
NCBA. Go for it.
My name is James Karinga. I am the Deputy Director in charge of Asset Finance and Insurance Premium Finance for NCBA Bank Kenya. And as a financial institution as NCBA Bank Kenya, we facilitate the financing of movable assets, largely motor vehicles, equipment, machinery, to both our individual customers, our SMEs, and even our large corporates. And we finance all those equipment, all those machinery, all those assets by giving them flexible repayment terms at extremely competitive rates. So there's a very interesting show coming up on how we can transform your life, how we can help you move from one level to the next, of how we can help you upscale your business by giving you a tool of trade. If you're an individual, how we can improve your mobility. I want to welcome you to our financial clinic as we explore this particular topic of asset finance, as we go deeper into understanding what is its importance and how it can revolutionize your life.
Twende Mbele. NCBA. Go for it.
Wow, if you cannot just get asset finance or IPF from NCBA Bank, then I don't know where you can get that from. With all that, they're efficient, effective, they're quite timely when they're delivering their services. So it is about getting the best from NCBA Bank. A very good morning to you wherever you are this morning. And we are speaking matters finances. We are talking about asset finance and IPF. This morning, I'm so honored to be hosting an amazing gentleman full of knowledge, a powerhouse when it comes to matters asset finance. And it is one of, from the team of our partners, NCBA Bank will be speaking about this. So if you have any question, concerns, just send in your questions on 20316, which is our SMS line, or 0786316316, our WhatsApp line for any questions, and just also to loop into the conversation. And this morning, help me welcome our amazing guest this morning, Mr. James. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
All right, thank you very much, Sally. Very happy to be here this morning. And to all our viewers, karibuni sana. My name is James Karinga, the Deputy Director in charge of Asset Finance and Insurance Premium Finance for NCBA Bank Kenya. So delighted to be here this morning on this very important financial clinic to discuss matters asset finance and insurance premium financing for you, our viewer, our customer, both current and potential. And I can't wait to get started.
Awesome, fantastic. And just for you to get started immediately is, what is asset finance for someone who doesn't know, and how does it work?
All right. So just to get started, asset finance, as we commonly know and as the name clearly highlights, is a financing proposition where, as a bank, we have curated a solution where we finance movable assets. Underline the word movable. I will give a couple of examples. One of the movable assets is a motor vehicle. Another example of a movable asset is an earth-moving equipment. Another example of a moving asset is a personal car. You can choose whatever it is that you want the bank to finance. And it is normally over a period of time, say 6 months up to about 7 years. And the beauty about all this is that the asset itself forms the collateral. So what really defines asset finance, and I'll keep on repeating that message, is you do not need any other collateral or security for that matter, to keep it in a very simplified way. But the asset itself forms the security of the facility. So just as we say, you come as you are.
Yeah.
Just as you are, you come, we solution you, we help you get that particular item that you're looking for, to help you grow your business, to help you improve your life, to make your life easier, and to upgrade you.
Wow.
How it works, all you need to do is find any of our many branches, walk in there. We will be able to have a sweet, simple conversation, and I'll be able to structure for you a very simplified asset finance solution.
Fantastic.
On top of that, because every asset requires insurance, if you do not have the whole insurance premium at one go, all you need to ask me for is, can I pay this in flexible installments? And I break it down for you to pay for us that premium in 10 installments. And then me, as the financier, I will be able to send your full premium to an insurance company, so you can have peace of mind. And then me and you can be left having a conversation over 1 year as you pay for your insurance premiums.
Okay.
So I combine the two together, and I am able to help you improve.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you know, I love what you're saying about simplicity, because really that's what most customers would want. I don't want to go somewhere and there's a whole, you know, there's a whole bureaucracy of how to get. So this really sounds very very nice and very easy for people. But also, even as we speak about that simplicity and that effectiveness of just having the services of, you know, NCBA to these clients, are there different types of asset finance maybe?
So largely, the product is a vanilla product.
Okay.
Where you tell me, let's use an example of a motor vehicle so that our audience can relate to it in a very simplified way, where you just come to the bank and tell me, I am really looking for a truck or a pickup or a personal car to help me get by. So what we will engage in is, do you have a small investment which you call a stake in the game to be able to invest so that you can get that particular financing?
Okay.
And then me, I ask you, so what is the amount of money that you're looking for so that you can be able to get this car?
Yeah.
Assuming a car costs 2 million shillings, I'll be able to tell me, put in for me 5% or 10%, so that then that becomes your investment, this particular investment.
Yeah.
And then me, I tell you, let me work it out for you, simple monthly installments, spread over 4 years, all over 5 years.
Right.
So then you start paying for me slowly by slowly. What we have also done is we've structured it based on the type of customer that you are. There are those customers that will say that the nature of my product is such that I will need a break.
Okay.
So I give you a 2 months break, so that then you can start paying me on the 3rd month.
That's possible.
There is a farmer who tells me that I can't be able to pay you this money every month. So I would prefer that you let me pay when I harvest at the end of the year. So I am able to also be that flexible that I let you pay after you harvest, which is either after 6 months or after a whole year.
Yeah.
There is a school that tells me we collect our school fees on a termly basis. So allow me to pay for my installment every single term when I am able to collect my school fees.
Yeah.
So we curate a solution based on the nature of your business or the nature of what you do. If you're an employed person, you just tell me, I'm comfortable. Every 26th, I'll be able to get deducted some little money by my employer and pay you on a monthly installments. So the flexibility comes in based on who you are and what you do.
Wow.
If you're an individual, we talk, we agree. If you're an SME, we talk and agree. If you're a corporate, we talk and agree. If you're a farmer, we talk and agree. It's basically being simple and being flexible.
Yeah.
But most importantly, being efficient.
Being efficient. Wow, that's tailor making. You have a form there because I want to just do the asset finance. Anyway. No, that's amazing. The flexibility bit of it. You just tailor make something and somebody doesn't go through that pressure. That's really, really nice. But also, you know, you've talked about IPF.
Yes.
What is the role of insurance when it comes to matters asset finance then?
So, as a natural thing, one of the most important things is insurance, and we all know the role of insurance.
Yeah.
That it gives you peace of mind.
Exactly.
Such that as you go about life, as you go about your business, you know that in the unlikely event of an unnatural occurrence happening in your life,
Yeah.
you have that cushion. Someone else has taken that headache off you.
Yeah.
But a lot of us, in terms of consolidating monies to be able to pay for this particular asset,
Yeah.
or even more importantly for your business as a whole, because there are various types of insurances. It could be general insurance, it
Yeah.
could be fire and burglary, it could be whatever type of insurance. Those premiums sometimes could be heavy. So what NCBA has done is to ask ourselves, so how can we make this pain much, or this burden much lesser for our customers?
Yeah.
So you go to an insurance company, you negotiate and agree, all right, your premium is 300,000 shillings. Then you come to NCB and we agree, can I pay for you the 300,000 shillings in one lump sum? So we first sort out the insurance company and we tell them your premiums are paid,
Right.
please put us on cover.
Okay.
So I then tell you this 300,000 divided into 10 months at 30K a month, and then from there, you just be paying me 30,000 shillings as you do your business on every monthly basis. No additional collateral, one form, and that is what it means. And to be very honest, within 6 hours, within 6 hours from when you approach the bank,
Yes.
I would want to repeat that, within 6 hours from when you approach the bank, I should have been able to pay the insurance company
Wow.
and give them that peace of mind. Because it's a very simple, straightforward process.
Yes.
I know what I am covering. I know the flexibility required.
Yeah.
And I speak with confidence because I know it does happen at NCBA. And at this point, I will just invite every viewer. Yeah. If you have an insurance premium situation, please come and talk to us. We will be able to solution you, and you will walk out smiling, and you become a good ambassador of the bank.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Wow. So now, is it because we are in the digital space, and as always,
Yes.
I must ask a question about matters digital
Yes.
and all that. Is it possible to apply that online? And then, is there something like the 15-second approval? Would you like to talk about that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let me first tell you, we are the first financial institution,
Yeah.
the first bank to have curated a 100%
Wow.
online solution to our customers in matters asset finance.
Lovely.
I want to explain it in very simple terms. That you can visit our website, I can send you a link,
Yeah.
or you can walk into any of the shop floors that we have partnered with who sell motor vehicles,
Okay.
and you will find a QR code. So all you need to do is lift your smartphone onto that QR code,
Yeah.
and you will get an asset finance application form. All right? So first, NCBA, sustainability compliant. We are not printing any application forms.
Okay.
You are applying for this particular loan online.
Fantastic.
Okay? Or I send you a link this morning, you click on that link,
Yeah.
and you generate the asset finance form. A couple of steps into it, your name, your ID number, your PO box, a couple of details down there.
Yeah.
Then you attach for me a very few simplified documents, and you click send. So on my end at the bank, I'll be able to see that Sally has applied.
Right.
And I really hope that you do apply.
I will, from what
That
you're
Sally has
telling me.
applied for
I
an asset
will.
finance loan. And I give you a notification that your application has been received successfully.
Okay.
So just to give you peace of mind that you're actually interacting with someone.
Yeah.
And then within the day, someone calls you back and tells you, thank you very much for applying for this particular asset finance from us.
Okay.
We are happy to progress the conversation. Is this really you? And it progresses on. And within a day, latest a day and a half,
Yeah.
I am able to get back to you
Wow.
with an approval. And this approval is an auto-generated offer letter sent to your email that you provided at the beginning.
Right.
So the entire process is digital. The entire process is online, extremely efficient, and we keep on asking ourselves, how can we make it better?
Okay.
So How does the 15 seconds conditional approval come into play? As soon as you click send your application, which will take you a couple of minutes.
Right.
Within the bank, we've partnered with various key partners, the CRBs of this world, our own internal algorithm.
Yes.
So we are able to quickly generate and give you something that is called a credit rating.
Yeah.
And immediately you click send. Our systems compute it in such a way that we generate an SMS for you and tell you, guess what? You have been pre-approved for Kenya shillings 2 to 3, 4, 5 million shillings.
Yeah.
Subject to now you submitting the documents, me validating who you are.
Right.
And then from there we can be able. So you get peace of mind. Knowing, by the way, I'm in the good books of the bank. I have been pre-qualified within a very quick time.
Yeah.
And I have been found worthy. Oh, I look at this and I'm like, wonderful. They have found me that I'm actually good to go in as far as getting a facility from the bank is concerned.
Yeah.
So as I ask for a copy of your ID, as I ask for you, are like, nah, let me give you these documents because after all, you've told me I'm good to go as far as this financing is concerned.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. And that is where we confidently say that within 15 seconds, I can give you a conditional approval and tell you that you're actually good to go.
Good to go.
One of the things, my dear audience, we are looking forward to is that we are actually hoping that in the next few months, few years to come, that conditional approval will actually become a firm approval. So we will now no longer be telling you, okay, we have conditionally pre-approved you, but we are hoping to get to a point where we'll tell you are good to go, let's close the transaction.
Okay.
That's our aspiration. But for now, I can pre-qualify you using some algorithms that we've created within the bank. And give you an SMS. Immediately you send in your application because I am online. I am digital.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Thank you very much.
And so when we speak about green energy, green assets, for example, like the solar equipment, are you seeing a growing interest, you know, in just using asset finance?
Oh, there's an amazing, amazing interest for financing of assets that are environmental friendly.
Right.
And one of the things that we have done as a bank is to publicly state our intent that we want to be at the forefront of supporting sustainable asset financing model. So our GMD has actually gone out into the public and announced that we want to be a strategic key partner.
Right.
As a bank, we have attracted partnerships from EV, electric vehicle manufacturers and suppliers in this market. We've got very powerful solar financing models. Yes. Where we are actually talking about financing 80 to 90%. We already have assets within our company that are fully electric. Just last week we gave out approvals for individual customers who now want to drive electric vehicles. So it is very good. I publicly say this, that NCBA is at the forefront of partnering to make sure that we are also lending in a very sustainable manner. There is very, very great interest. We've seen a lot of engagements. A lot of partners have come on board. Some on the two-wheelers, some on the three-wheelers, some on full vehicles. Solar equipment, home ownership equipment. And we're just saying, come as you are, just talk to us. We actually have a solution that is ready and we've gone public about it. So we've modeled it just parallel to asset finance, where you put in a small contribution, we finance the difference, we pay the supplier of the equipment, and you go home with your solar panels or you go home with your EV, and you can comfortably drive. We are also very strong for those of us who can't be able to own it, where we actually advise you to lease. And you actually come to us and we curate for you a leasing proposition also within the bank. And also, eventually, you can lease out whatever equipment you want to lease out. But certainly, that's one area we are very excited about, actually. And we want to keep talking about it.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Lovely. So now, you know, with the asset finance, because sometimes they're used assets, can it be used for both used assets as well as the new assets? Is that possible?
Yes. So Kenya is a very interesting market. We've got a very vibrant used market business. For every 100 cars, I think 70 of them are used and the 30 are new, or maybe 80-20.
Yeah.
And so, because I said come as you are, your interest might be on a used car that is 7 years, that is 8 years, that is 9 years old, that is 10 years old. And as a bank, we have said, yeah, we are a solution provider.
Yeah.
So as a used vehicles, we can help you either buy a locally delivered one already here,
Okay.
where you just walk into any of the showrooms and still negotiate for a good price, get that pro forma invoice, come with it to the bank, we value that car, and then we compare the valuation against the price.
Okay.
So we ask ourselves, is this car worth the amount of money that is being sold for? And then we introduce it into our system through our online platform, and we process the loan as it is. Alternatively, you might just tell me you have found a car all the way in Japan, all the way in Indonesia, all the way in UK. I can be able to still create for you a solution where we import the car for you. So you go online, you check the car, you tell me this is a car I like. I have partners that are able to bid for that car, and then I am able to finance for you. The car comes as you ordered it, and then you pay for it in installments.
Wow.
So as a bank, we are very present within the used market. We are able to say that about 45% of the business that we do is on the used market segment. And in actual fact nowadays, so that we give it a gist name, we don't call it used anymore, we call it pre-owned.
Wow.
It was just that it was owned by someone else, but it is actually not used. Yes.
Okay.
So we call them the pre-owned cars. And we are happy to partner with every of our pre-owned dealers in this market. Please talk to us at NCBA, any of our branches, even at head office.
Yeah.
We will be able to partner and craft a pre-owned car. Yes.
So when you're trying to get that facility, what determines the loan to ratio?
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
So there are, and thank you very much for that question. There are 3 reasons that determine the loan to value ratio.
Yes.
The first one is your own preference.
Okay.
Let me explain that. And let me first explain what is loan to value.
Yes.
Loan to value is how much loan will you be advanced against the value of the car. So it's in form of a percentage.
Okay.
Assuming the car's value is 2 million shillings, your loan to value can be 100%, meaning I give you 2 million shillings against a car worth 2 million.
Okay.
Or it can be 80%. So I give you 1.6 million against a car that is valued at 2 million shillings.
Okay.
Or 50-50, depending on. So that's what I'm saying. Now, what determines that loan to value is 3 reasons. The first one is your own preference.
Okay.
You just tell me, I'm okay. Me, I just need half. I have sorted myself the other half. So the loan to value for you is 50% because that's your preference.
Okay.
Okay? Number 2 is where we as a bank have partnered with various stakeholders,
Okay.
assessed the value of this car, assessed its availability in the secondary market, assessed how easy it is to support it in the after sales,
Okay.
assessed what it means to you. And therefore we say for this particular car,
Yes.
as a bank, we are willing to expose ourselves up to about 90%. So we ask you, because you have chosen this particular type of asset, we are willing to give you up to 90%. Okay?
Yeah.
So that becomes your LTV
Okay.
based on our own assessment of the asset itself. So that is number 2.
Right.
Number 3 is where the loan to value is based on who you are and what business you're doing. So I ask you, Sally, so how much do you earn? Or if you are in business, I look at your turnovers. When I say turnovers, I look at the money you're banking on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
So I assess you, and you just come and tell me, by the way, I'm very ambitious, I want a car worth 10 million.
Okay.
But then when I assess the business you're doing, when I assess the amount of money you're earning, I tell you, unfortunately, I love you very much, but based on the monies you have, I can only be able to give you 80% or 70% because I know that is what you can afford based on your payslip, or based on your turnovers of your business, because I still want you to progress. Let me pick a simple example of employed people who we normally use something called their third rule. Where I just make sure that when all is said and done, I must make sure I leave you with a third. So that you can be able to pay your bills and go on about your life. So I look at your commitments for the remaining 2/3. So when I assess you, I realize that you can only pay 30K a month or 40K a month. So I will then work backwards and say, if you are only able to pay 30K a month, so for 5 years, I can only be able to give you 1.5. So if you're looking for a car of 5 million, then I'll be able to tell you your LTV is 50%. So if I work backwards. So in summary, one, it's based on your own preference, as in me, I'm comfortable. Give me 70, I'll look for the other 30. Number two, it's based on the value of the asset itself. And number three, it's based on your income or your turnovers. That's how we assess the LTV as a bank. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay.
You know, it's the passion that you talk. You are so passionate. You're already convincing me how passionate you are about this, you know, the asset finance and the IPF. It's really amazing. And before we continue, because this is really getting nice and you know, and hot. We have to take a very short break. And my question to you as my viewer this morning, or even listener, is what are you waiting for? We're going to be listening to a song entitled Go Get It, but also remember, it's NCBA, go for it. So think about it as we take this break. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Kote nchini matumaini, tujitahidi, tujivunie, tuendelee mbele. Twende mbele, 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 tuendelee, twende mbele, mbele, mbele.
Kenya.
Tuendelee.
Twende mbele. NCBA. Go for it.
And I've just finished signing my form. By the way, guys, it is that fast, that simple just now, and I'm already being asset finance in the next few, imagine. So what are you waiting for? The song just told you, go get it. NCBA says, go for it. We say, go for it, right? So go for it this morning as we discuss matters asset finance and IPF. And I'm really looking at a lot of feedback here, a lot of engagement. Thank you so much. Someone is saying here, hello, Sally and Bona James. My favorite is Financial Clinic. Thank you so much. And the kind of topics lined up as well as great responses with solutions from NCBA experts. My questions: one, are there women and youth getting equal access to asset finance, or is there still a gap, Mr. James?
Thank you, our beloved viewer, for that question. Women and youth are getting the same opportunity as compared to the men of this country and the men of this region. Why am I saying that? I am saying that because the standards are exactly the same. So our majority of our customers, our average customer, is 28 years old.
Wow.
So that is a young person.
Yeah.
And they are the majority of our customers within the bank. 60 to 70% of our customers are between 28 and 40 years.
Wow.
Those, and our peak is in the mid-30s. So when I tell you that the youth and the women are getting the same opportunity, I am talking about it from actual data.
Wow.
The process of applying is the same, the
Okay.
consideration is the same. Please, it's not gender or youth, it's
Yeah.
just NCBA
Yeah.
finding a solution for you to help you improve your life and get better at what you do.
Awesome. And I like that, you know, the viewer or listener who is actually from Kigali is saying responses with solutions from NCBA experts. Fantastic. Indeed, there's so many solutions here. And then there's another question. What more is NCBA doing to make asset finance more inclusive for marginalized groups?
So one of the things that we are actually doing is to take this evangelism
Yeah.
to those marginalized areas, to those people who are considering themselves not in a position like the rest of us. So the first step that NCBA is doing is just basically taking this message to them,
Okay.
that you are also welcome to come and discuss your financial challenges with us
Right.
in matters acquiring of assets is concerned. Number two is that we are also partnering with our strategic partners in identifying who is this marginalized group,
Okay.
what can we sponsor, how can we be of help to them
Yeah.
so that they can begin to experience growth as an individual or as an institution.
Okay.
So we are going out of our way to reach out to everyone
Okay.
and to tell them that let's have a conversation, let's see how we can come in. We are sponsoring road safety. We are engaging in matters education so that everybody
Yeah.
gets information that you are included and you can be part of us.
Fantastic.
Yes, please.
Then there's also someone again asking, how do you as a bank deal with repossession or asset recovery when your clients default? Is it those ones of you send in, debt collectors and they go there? How do you do it at NCBA?
So absolutely not. We make our lives easier. So what we do is, please come and talk to us. We operate a model called a relationship manager model,
Okay.
where even when the going gets a little bit rough, because we know such things will happen.
Right.
I remember a scripture that says, in this world, once in a while you land yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
But Jesus says, thank God I have overcome the world for you. So I'm aware that as you progress in this life, there will be challenges here and there.
Yeah.
But what we are asking you to do is that don't hide, don't take off. Come, let us reason together.
Together.
It's a clarion call in the Holy Word. It's a clarion call from NCBA. Come, let us reason together.
Yeah.
What we do is we'll engage in a holiday.
Okay.
We will engage in something we call a restructure. We will engage in something called finding alternative solutions to relieve you of this burden.
Okay.
So that we walk in this journey together. The goal remains the same.
Yeah.
We want to win together. We want to succeed together.
Fantastic.
There is no problem that we can't find a solution for. So do not be discouraged.
Yes.
Because of a situation like that. The invitation remains.
Okay.
Please come.
As you are.
As you are. Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's reason together.
Fantastic. Then Akisa is saying, good morning, Sally and the guest. I'm taking notes because this is amazing. Thank you so much, Akisa. And, still on the feedback and engagement, someone's, hello, Sally, I'm enjoying the show. I'm learning more about asset finance. But I also know that there's someone who was asking,
Yes.
they need to buy a car.
Yes.
And the value of the car is 2 million.
Yes.
But they earn 60,000 shillings.
Yes.
So how can NCBA finance that?
That's a very, very good question to my beloved viewer. And we are going to be very practical around it. First and foremost, I want to thank you for the ambition. And I pray that I can make it real. So all we need to do is look at your 60K is the money you can afford to pay me. But please remember what I said, that I need to make sure that I leave you with 20K.
Yeah.
to run your errands, because that's a third of 60,
Right.
to run your errands on a normal basis. So I will then ask the 40 remaining, have you paid your statutory deductions?
Right.
Is there any other commitment that you might have? Might you have some rent you need to pay? Might you have other bills that you need to settle within the 40?
Okay.
Together with what you will be paying for the car. So I will then pick out this car of 2 million shillings.
Okay.
So that I help you, my dear viewer, I would want to spread that 2 million over 5 years.
Okay.
So that I compute like how much would you be paying for 5 years, together with a small component of interest. Let's assume that it will work out to about 25,000 shillings.
Okay.
So that's what first I will compute for you, and I can do that if you speak to us after this show, so we can get in touch.
Yes.
Then we compare what you will be paying per month against the 40 that you're gonna remain with.
Okay.
If that maths, if that agrees, then we have a conversation and you'll be able to drive a car.
Okay.
The options can be that, hang on, maybe because of my car 60 Gs, I may want to afford a slightly cheaper car for now.
Yeah.
Or I may want to acquire a used car that probably costs 800K. Or you might have like a back pocket where you tell me, by the way, I have some little money
Yes.
that I had been given as a token of appreciation by someone. So I can put in as an investment so that what I borrow can be accommodated by a part of my income.
Okay.
So please, one more time. After this show, look for me. I'll be able to help you.
Yeah.
We'll consult. We will work out the permutations. And guess what? You will come out smiling because we will have structured for you a solution. And ultimately, guess what? You will just own a car.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
There's always a solution at NCBA.
I'm telling you, I truly believe in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now, there's also this thing of small businesses or even startups, and you find someone, maybe they don't have upfront capital.
Yes.
How does NCBA then come in to just help this individual, even a business maybe?
In actual fact, Sally, if there's an area where we have focused on, is to see our small, actually our micro, our small enterprises thrive and our startups.
Okay.
One thing I said at the beginning, which makes asset financing quite an exciting proposition,
Right.
is because I am not asking you for a security. I'm not asking you to have already owned a house. I'm not asking you to have already owned another car.
Yeah.
I am just helping you. Let's assume you want, or you're in transport, you want to start supplying water, or you want to start transporting goods and you're just a startup.
Yeah.
All I'm asking you is that you are a new enterprise. You've done this for 6 months. You've seen it's working.
Yeah.
Probably you've been hiring a truck. Probably you've been asking for a partner to help you distribute. And you've seen actually what I am doing. My hustle is hustling.
Yeah.
Is working out well. My business is beginning to thrive.
Yeah.
You are the right kind of customer that I would want to engage with.
Yeah.
Because our goal is to transform your life and to elevate you.
Fantastic.
From hiring to owning.
Okay.
And those are the people that we have really seen elevated. I am a witness that I have seen someone start from a used car to owning a fleet of vehicles. And I prophesied to them, I told them, the way you're doing your business, I see you going far. I see you moving from a pickup to a truck to a
Amen.
fleet. And that has actually happened
Wow.
in our generation. So we started with them when they were small.
Yeah.
And they came and identified a partner who was patient, who was building them up.
Wow.
So, but at least make sure you have a business that is beginning,
Yeah.
that is promising.
Okay.
You have a vision. So you have curated at least that first bit.
Okay.
Probably you even hired, probably you've even borrowed, and you know that if only I can replace this with mine,
Yeah.
I'll be able to double my margins.
Right.
So as a new business, as a young upcoming individual, you are most welcome to come and negotiate with us, to come and have a good chat with us.
Okay.
We will find a solution for you.
Super.
Yes.
Someone has just said they're really impressed at how you've broken down that issue of money, the 60,000 and the 2 million car,
Yes.
and they're coming for a car. Someone
Yes.
has said that.
Yes.
And then someone is also asking, hi Sally and James, kindly ask, if they help in financing a piece of land, then after paying a certain percentage, I'm unable to pay, what happens to that asset? Mosala is asking.
Mosala, thank you very much for that question. So you have paid a significant portion for a piece of land. Did you say that you've been unable to pay the balance?
Yes, unable to pay.
Right. So at the risk of repeating what I said, is let's understand you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Is it that you're completely unable to pay, or you're going through a temporary situation
Okay.
that can be remedied? And that is where you come in and we engage. And we just understand how can we help you jump the handle, because the commitment still remains the same. There's amount you need to pay until the end.
Okay.
So how do I help you understand your current situation? If you're,
Actually, he says completely unable to pay.
so
Completely unable.
you're completely unable
Yeah.
to pay for that particular land. So the options can be varied. One of them is we find someone else who can come in,
Okay.
so that you don't lose in the money that you had initially paid in.
Okay.
So we transfer your debt to someone else so that you don't lose out. We can negotiate with the owner and ask them, are they able to refund you?
Okay.
Whatever you have paid, and then we move on to someone else. Or we can then take a break and look at how the situation will change, and then come back and complete the arrangement.
Okay.
But if you're completely stuck and you can't progress, we have the option of transferring your debt to someone else, or we have the option of reverting the transaction back to the owner,
Okay.
and then having an engagement with the owner
Okay.
about what that means to him.
All right.
But I really wish you well, sir. And I hope that you actually find a solution.
Yeah,
Thank you.
indeed. I hope he's with NCBA, because then with NCBA he'll definitely be able to get a solution,
Yes.
So someone is saying, hi Sally, loving the show. Possible to get the contact of our guest? Indeed, it is very possible. We'll be sharing Mr. James's number with you right after the show. What would be the difference between the normal traditional loan that we're used to and asset finance?
Great. So there is the traditional loans that we are all used to, which is the conversation is always around, so you want some bit of money.
All right.
And then I ask you, so what will you use to secure this money? So the two fundamental differences between a traditional loan and an asset finance loan is that, number one, I will help you acquire something you did not have. Yes. You came without a car. You walk away with a car.
Okay.
So that's a fundamental difference. Because I will not give you the money. Otherwise, you might decide to enjoy the little cash that I've given you and not achieve your objective.
Right.
So I'm adding value to your life by telling you, you want to acquire this particular asset. Can I help you acquire it so that this tool of trade helps you improve your life?
Okay.
So I'm basically a partner in your life. I am your accountability partner to nudge you on. So the first significant difference is when you're coming for a traditional facility, you already have your title deed, you already have your logbook, you've already done that, you're coming to trade that for some little bit of cash. My role is to elevate your life. If you're owning one car, I help you own a second car.
Wow.
The second fundamental difference, which I have said it once or twice, is that I will not be asking you to provide for me a collateral, because I have structured this solution in such a way that what we are buying stands in as a collateral for the facility.
Okay.
And you then pay for it in installments. So the headache of, wow, I need this solar PV. I need this big machine to excavate ground. How am I going to secure it? Please. That is well taken care of by this particular collateral.
Wow.
So that is the fundamental difference between a traditional form of loan and an asset finance facility.
Okay.
It's a game changer.
It is.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Yes.
Probably there's someone watching or even listening in, and they're wondering, or they're hesitant. What would you tell such a person?
Faith over fear. Yes. We overcome this by faith. And then number 2, knowledge is power.
Indeed.
So all you need to do is first and foremost, so that someone can urge you on, just do research.
Okay.
Inquire. Find out how else can this be done.
Okay.
Is it a risk that I want to take in? Will this particular asset serve me sufficiently? So I would challenge anybody who is a little bit hesitant to apply those 2 fundamental facts. Number 1, have faith that this is going to work. Number 2, seek knowledge. Inquire, engage, talk to me as your banker, talk to a relationship manager within any of our 100 or so branches. Just get information. And from there, you will be able to make a very informed decision. But more importantly, is the assurance that you get from a financial partner that we are in this together for the long haul. So that assurance that we are interested in your success as much as we want to be successful, you come in first and we want to see you succeed. I think that should give you some bit of confidence and comfort, especially if you choose the right partner. And I guarantee you NCBA is your number 1 partner. Absolutely. As far as this is concerned. We've seen lives transformed, we've seen customers grow. You are in safe hands.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
I think that's quite reassuring. You know, and I can see a lot of questions on matters regulation. Is asset finance regulated in Kenya?
Yes, absolutely. Asset finance is regulated in Kenya. First and foremost, the early approaches of asset finance was regulated under an act of parliament called the Hire Purchase Act. For those of us who've lived in this world a little bit longer, you remember the way we used to buy TVs on hire purchase terms. ART, we call ART. That is the law that regulates asset financing in Kenya. Where you take an asset on hire for a specified period of time, and then when you finish paying that amount that we have structured called the hiring fee, as a customer, we give you the first right to purchase this item, and then ownership moves from the bank to yourself. So we are regulated under the Hire Purchase Act. We are a registered institution under the company's registry. So this business that we are doing is actually very well regulated, and the terms are spelled out in the HP Act. And it happened, it's a very old tradition, and it's helped people from those days of radio and TV to bigger assets like motor vehicles and equipment. It's continued being modified. We have the Movable Property Security Rights Act that have kicked in just to help smoothen the process a little bit and to help customers acquire assets that are not necessarily with a logbook. But we have very good regulations. We have the Chattels and Mortgages Act that regulate this particular business where you're pledging in your assets to form security. So we are very well regulated within the laws of the country.
Okay, as we wind up, because we're just about to end the show, I know. For you, what is the most rewarding, you know, excuse me, most rewarding part on when it comes to you help people achieve their dreams, you know, you're there and I'm coming to you, give me solutions. What is the most rewarding bit for you?
The most rewarding thing of any financier is the satisfaction you get when you hear a testimony of someone who actually say, thanks to NCBA, my life has been transformed for the good. So in other words, find solutioning an individual, an SME, and seeing them move from one level of income to another level of income is extremely satisfying. I've got a couple of customers that encourage me every day, and I actually truly say it is worth it. within the boundaries of this country, I am 100% sure there are customers out there who will say thanks to NCBA.
Yeah.
They have helped me, and I am much better off than where I was a couple of years ago.
Fantastic.
So the satisfaction of elevating customers' lives is what drives us every single day to wake up, open our doors, and tailor-make a solution for you.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
I'm a bearer of bad news. We have to come to the end of the show.
Yes.
But it's been amazing. Mr. Karinga, it was lovely just having you here, very passionately talking to us about asset finance. We've learned a lot, and probably, I don't know, due to public demand, we may have a part 2. I don't know. I don't want to commit myself, but it was really nice. Thank you so much for making time. And to you, my dear listener and viewer, thank you so much for your time, for the feedback, for the engagement. It's been amazing, the questions, and indeed for those who have asked for the number, the contacts, we're going to share that with you. Asante sana for that. And also, we have another special group of people that really has kept us here, has kept us bringing you such content like, you know, asset financing and helping you learn and grow your wealth, you know, as well as yourself when it comes to matters finances. Those are our partners who've been standing with us for the last 25 years. I want to say a big thank you, and just, you know, don't give up on us. Keep holding our hands, keep walking with us, just like NCBA is actually walking with its customers. Don't let go of our hands, and by God's grace, we'll make it together, impacting lives from all walks of, you know, impacting lives differently from all walks of lives. Asante sana. And if you want to be part of these partners, then you can do that by sending the word partner to 20316 or 0786316316 is our WhatsApp line. Send the word partner, and our team will be able to reach out to you. And also, if you feel God has blessed you in any way financially, then you can do that by sending whatever you may have to pay bill number 316316, and the account name shall be your telephone number. Thank you so much. God bless you and keep you. Let's see you again tomorrow on Matters Relationship on Relationship Clinic. Goodbye for now.
Thank you.